And then after Obama, you got 45. Y'all know who 45 was? The orange man. 45 came in and tried to ride Obama wave. He rode Obama wave in Obama's economy, and he took that and he ran with that. He was the guy to help us fix everything, and he was the guy, and everybody thought because he was his businessman that he would fix the economy and everything would be great. And he came in, he rode the wave. His numbers looked real good. He came in right after Obama. Everything looked real good. The numbers were great, and people had money in their pockets. People had money in their pockets. The cost of living was not. I'm not gonna say it was great, but it was fair. You could buy a house under Obama for $100,000, 150 in Florida, in Tampa. So with a regular working class person, you could still afford to buy a house under Obama. And the houses was not they're 3 times or 4 times the amount now what they were when Obama was our president. So when Obama came in and he became the president, he was able to take this recession, turn it around, and get us out of a recession. And you was able to still go to work at a regular 9 to 5. Most of y'all know you could work a 9 to 5, 8 hours, and you could go home and you could chill. You could do whatever you want to do once you got home. That was under Obama. People were still working regular 9 to 5s under Obama. People still could buy a house and afford cars, and affordability was, the light bills and everything was more affordable under Obama. Trump came in and rode Obama wave. He rode the wave to the top. He jumped on. See, look, they bought their house, say in 2010 for 170. Now it's worth 500K. That just goes to show the price of the houses. And now y'all know that the auto industry just said that the cars, the average car price is $50,000 now. If you want to buy a new car, the average price is $50K for the first time in history. So going back on Obama, you could buy a brand new car for $16,000, $20,000, $25,000. You could buy a car for $25,000, $20,000, $30,000. You could get a SUV for $30,000 under Obama. You can get a pickup truck for $30,000, for $35,000. Now the price of trucks, $80,000, $100,000. Price of cars, even if you want to get a little small Corolla, a little small car, you're gonna pay $30,000, $28,000 for small cars right now. But going back to what I was saying, under Obama, you could still buy a house, you could still buy a car, you could still have some money in your pocket, and you did it all with a 9 to 5. You ain't have to work a 9 to 12. See, now what's happening now, you gotta work. You gotta work a 9 to 12 now. You gotta work either 2 jobs, or you gotta work overtime on top of overtime to be able to afford a house and a car. The cost of insurance, the cost of homeowners insurance, the cost of the electricity, the cost of property tax, all of this stuff just keep going up. But for y'all who thought that Trump was good for our economy because he was a businessman, for all y'all who thought he was a businessman and thought he was good for the economy, y'all saw him ride Obama wave. Is what I'm getting at. He rode Obama wave. This man has never been successful at no business. He bankrupted everything he ever touched. He even bankrupted himself in his first term. And then he bankrupted the country with the whole, he raised our debt by $8 trillion in one term. The debt was raised by $8 trillion in one term. He's been in office this year since January, since he got inaugurated. He raised the debt by another $1 trillion. Yeah, see what I'm saying, Mason? A 9 to 12, and you work 3 jobs. You say you got to work 2-3 jobs, plus overtime just to live, just to have a decent living, just to be able to. Oh yeah, the market is at an all-time high, but that's only for the people that's wealthy. The market don't help people that's poor. It's not for people that don't have money. The market, it could be at the record-breaking numbers, but we could talk about the market. We're gonna get to the market in a minute. So this is where we at. Nah, I hear what you're saying, Mason, but let's hear me out. The market could be at the top, whatever. But first Trump rode the wave. He rode the wave, and it looked good. It looked great. Saving for 40 years. But I know if you've been saving for 40 years, I know that now it's harder to save these days. Back 40 years ago, you could make decent money for a decent job and you could save money. You can't save money now. Nobody has money to save. Nobody can save money now. Everything is too expensive.